Welcome to the Port City, Mobile, Alabama, home to the South Alabama Jaguars, Hancock Whitney Stadium, and we have been fired up about this match all week. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the Houston Cougars, taking on another Big 12 foe, the South Alabama Jaguars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the South Alabama Jaguars offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they'll try to feed the football to no matter what the coverage looks like, Jesse.
He's their best player on offense, and I like the way this coaching staff moves him around and tries to create good matchups to take advantage of, David.
And that makes it so hard to defend. When the receiver lines up in the same spot every time, I can bring extra coverage. Man, use this guy all over the field as a weapon of mass destruction.
Quarterback keeper. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Here's the handoff. And he make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. To the ground to try to move the chains.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. The Cougars offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
From the shotgun, the inside give. At the 35, he's loose. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Red pass, it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Sometimes people... Good enough. What's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes. If you want to shut this crowd up early, you don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're facing a 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got his man to the left. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Houston will be forced to punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Trying the left side. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And obviously on that 3rd down situation, the running game's in play. They go RPO. But how about the defense? They were ready for it up front. Good physicality setting up 4th down.
So the offense will go for it around midfield. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. He's going to pass. Makes his connection. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. They'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. How about that elusiveness? He's got space.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. 3rd down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. And that's exactly what happened. Now setting up 4th down.
Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense,
he lets it fly. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
And it's not panic time yet for this offense, but last week was a really bad performance. This week, starting off a little bit slow. They got to find some form of rhythm. They got to find some way, get a few 1st downs, get some playmakers involved, because right now they just seem out of sync.
On the run, it's Wood. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to power their way ahead. And this one will be stopped for no gain. So in their own territory, on 4th and inches, the offense will stay on the field. They'll try it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Now the play fake. Unloads to the right. It's complete. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now on the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to pass on second down. It's complete!
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and you add the answer to the test right there.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They're going to give him another chance on second and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And it's caught! Touchdown, Houston! Hello!
Touchdown, Houston.
Wow, what a play. We're going to need to see that again to make sure he makes this catch and gets the foot in bounds. That was a great acrobatic play, understanding where you're at on the field to make that big catch.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
7, South Alabama, 0.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front, too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Jaguars will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
On first down, here comes this offense. He'll pull it on the read. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Now on second down. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards.
Encroachment. Defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. So that penalty will give this offense a little boost. Here comes 2nd and 10. Off the boot, looking for his man. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. And the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
He'll take it himself. Hard running there. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Second down coming up.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after it. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Here comes the field goal unit. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
South Alabama, 0.
Here comes the Houston offense once again. This time they need to take care of the ball and maybe extend this lead, David.
And I think you got to look at the positive reason. You still got the lead. Now take care of the football. Put a nice drive together, Jesse. You don't have to stress. We're still winning.
I feel like they think that player for player, they're the better unit on the field right now. They just got to make more plays.
And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like, because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Cougar!
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
about to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a...
Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. On second down, just keeps firing. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, they're deep.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on second down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, it is tough to beat the pageantry and quality of play so far today in Mobile. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's head back inside Hancock Whitney Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Jaguars will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He'll start the third quarter with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll go right back to him. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field of game tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
On 3rd down, going up top. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Jaguars offense ready to go back to work. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Going to try to get it himself. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Jaguars will hustle to the line. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. BYU was able to come away with the victory, but it was not the type of dominant win we've seen from the Cougars over the years. A win, yes, but this one lacked style.
Gonna take a shot. And he's got it inside the 35. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Black 24. Black 24. Acorn.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
How good have they recruited in the secondary defensively, right? We've seen guys flying around with speed. They're breaking on the ball. They've got hands. Multiple interceptions in this game. They almost got another one right there.
The option look. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Jaguars.
You know, this guy guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
Here comes the 2-point try. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Two-point conversion attempt is coming. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Moves away as he feels pressure. And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty flag down, and I think the offense is going to pick up the first down. The defense was offside. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Houston offense comes onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Houston will be forced to punt. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got great speed. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, South Alabama. And after rolling snake eyes on the first 2-point try, they'll just kick it this time. They knocked through the extra point, but they still trail 31-13. After giving up the punt return for the score, let's see if they have an answer on the kickoff.
South Alabama, 13.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together.
Caught in the backfield. It's Turbin. Stopped after making the catch.
And that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Finds his big tight end. It's a fumble on the play. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Excellent field position here for the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game early. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
He'll pitch it. They worked that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Fires to the tight end. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Here comes the Houston offense once again.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Reads it, fires complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. That's the end of the quarter, and Houston has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. 1st down to start the drive after the break. Give to the running back. Nice move there. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. Using his legs, it's Ramirez. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Now on 2nd down. The give to the lone running back. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the 1st down. The Cougars are rolling down the field. From the gun, the ground game. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff, where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, we'll have another look at this South Alabama offense. To the air on 1st down. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Jaguars!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that.
And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Houston, 34. South Alabama.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 11, set to advance on the football.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Prince. He gets it across the 25 to the 27 after bringing it out of the end zone. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. They're trying to get to it. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The play-action fake. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. He's looking downfield to throw. It's caught downfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Houston sends the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time of the day. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. South Alabama has it back. The Jaguar offense going to work. Unloads it downfield. Makes the catch on the left. And he's running in the open. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, South Alabama.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Touch pass on the right. Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
34, South Alabama, 25.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. The Houston offense comes onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The give, and tick, 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 tick. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his target down the middle. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And the Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Takes the handoff. It's Ramirez. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. The give to the tailback. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is good. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Jacksonville State sure is making it look easy today. What a spectacular performance on the offensive side of the ball. They're up by 35 over USF.
He lets one fly deep. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Westbrook. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. This quarterback desperately wants to make a chunk play, but they're going to be deepest to deepest, widest to widest. He's got to be patient.
No doubt. Situational football is probably one of the most under...
A shot toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. After picking up the 1st down, they still have to move quickly here. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Headed to the end zone. The ball pops out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Man, that's crippling because offensively you had to do something with the football, make a play. You fumble the ball, put it on the turf. Defense recovers. With this deficit, ball game over.
1st and 10 from their own 1, and they really need to create some breathing room. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
They didn't get